Howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. And I've got something that I want to do. Well, I mean, we probably all want to do that, but this is something else. And I heard outside. Oh, Bart, you don't you dare. Today, I'm going to talk about this device right here. If I can unplug it because it doesn't stretch that far with that plugged in. Yeah. The DreamCast. I never actually bought the DreamCast during the DreamCast heyday because basically the PlayStation 1 killed the DreamCast. When they announced the PlayStation 1, it took all the air out of this because they had not even announced this. And then there comes that, which comes out first, and this was a much more powerful thing than the PlayStation, but it didn't matter. It's just like it, PlayStation managed to kill the Saturn. Now, the Saturn was a sad piece of machinery anyway. I mean, it was good at some things, but not as much as it should have been. But anyway, this is not an anti-Sega thing, because I love Sega, and I love their games, I love their hardware. I'm really sad that they went out. I've seen some fake fan-made things for Dreamcast 2. Oh god, I'd buy a Dreamcast 2 in a heartbeat. This is still an excellent console, an excellent computer. When I first had it, of course, you could plug in your phone line into the serial there, and Sega had their own dial-up service so that you could connect this up. You could go online straight with it. There were games that you would play straight online with this thing. You could browse the internet. It had its own browser. I suppose if I hooked a phone line into it and found there might be some free dial-up thing somewhere, then I could dial up and do that. I don't know. So it's got the 4 controls in the front. The Sega, they made some weird design decisions. I really have to apologize for these bloody teeth. I don't have anything I can really say things like S's, because to make an S sound, you place your tongue against the back of your teeth, and then you push the air around it. I don't have any teeth to set my tongue against. So when I'm making an S sound, that's just the air rushing between my tongue and the roof of my mouth. It's the closest I can approximate to an S and still be able to talk. But the design decisions for this was primarily had to do with the weirdness of the memory cards and the controllers, the things that you could do with the memory cards, and the things that the controllers could and could not do. I only have 3. I wish I had 4. I need to get another one. Why? Just to have a set and not for any other reason. Because it's not like I have 1,000 people over that we're all 4 of us playing things. I mean, sure, my son and I are going to be playing multiplayer stuff on here that he doesn't even know about. But, back to the parts on all this. Because the Dreamcast controllers, well, there was no room on the inside of this for actual memory or saving your games. No room to put a memory card, nothing. You don't plug anything into this except for power, AV, that phone line one, and then there's another serial that's through like Ethernet or some such. I've never used it, I don't know. So, if you wanted to use any other peripheral, like a memory card, you've bought a memory card external, of course. These, in case you'll notice, they've got the little LCD screens and controls on them. If you
Bankrupt.
The P if you Bankrupt. The P if you Bankrupt.
The B if you Bankrupt.
My tongue is not working properly. That is, for forming English words. As an English speaker, if I was speaking like garbanzo bean, and I wasn't speaking garbanzo bean, my tongue would not be properly working either. Anyway, doesn't matter. I don't even know where I'm going with that. Point B, see there's sleep and mode, and it's got an A and a B button and a big directional thing. The people that made the games could also have mini games that you would play on these. Problem, the cat just walked in through the window, walked across the table, and boingy, boingy, boingy goes the camera. It's only like it's not even like a 100 by 100 screen, so you could barely see anything. It was so low res. Kind of sad that way. But that's how you would save your games on those. And back then, nothing came with Rumble. There was no Rumble. So if you wanted to have any kind of Rumble, I've got a Rumble pack that I can plug into my controller, whichever one I happen to choose. But the thing is, since you're putting your all these slots here were for memory cards. If you use up one of these for your Rumble pack, well, you better have another controller to plug your other memory cards into, which I'm going to do right now. I'm going to plug this in here to show you how that one works out. That one's plugged in, which means if I'm going to use any of the other cards, let's put this blue one on there. I got to plug that one in, and then I can take these two and I'll be able to access them and take a look at them on its memory manager thing. Oop, I had to be very careful, almost mung this up. The controllers, well, I'll talk about those in just a moment. That further part. Since I want access to this other controller as well, that means I gotta plug in this one too. I mean, sure, I could put them all separately, but screw that. I'm an American. That means if I want to do something absolutely insane and stupid, but I have the money and ability to do it, then damn it, I'm going to do it. I'm an American. That's what we're taught as Americans. That if we want to do something, damn it, we can do it. It doesn't matter how stupid, dangerous, or ridiculous, that's our birthright as Americans. As long as we don't kill or hurt anyone else while doing it, damn it, we can do it. Alright. So I've got these plugged into here, as you can see. Here's the front of my DreamCast. The top, of course, with my 3 controllers now. I've got I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4 controllers plugged in with my 1 jump pack that I'm going to use. Who made that one? Performance. So it's probably like Mad Cats or Nyko. I can't remember. It's okay. So, let me get this thing plugged in, hooked up, and then we'll go from there. This is the Sega controller. It's got the start button, your standard D-pad, your really shoddily made analog stick. This is really a poorly made stick. It goes bad easy. I've had at least 2 controllers now where they've gone bad. These are the standard ABXY buttons. You notice that these are pretty much the same colors as the standard Xbox ones with, that's your Y, A, B, X. So they just, who was first with the colors? Hi. You can see the screen through here of the VMU. It plays, you can see it because it does various things on there while you're playing. It can show your heartbeats or various stuff. It's really cool. And then, of course, these plug in like that. I'm sorry, ignore the Fritos. So this is the way the controller is. The Dreamcast itself, standard Dreamcast, standard thing. You pop open your disc, pop your disc in, and it's just good to go that way. You know, it's got your open, your power. These, you saw how these plugged in. I've only got the one now, but and when you start it up, this is what you see. And that was your screen. If you boot it up with nothing in it, it just goes right into this. This is, you can check out your memory cards. It tells you what's on there, how many blocks, and what you can do with it. So it's good that they're there. They vanish. Plug the controller back in. There they are. When I went to save, it asked me if I wanted to save the Air Pirate controller on the VMU. I said yes, please. Your settings is just your settings. It's got a really cheap music player. Really cheap music player. I mean, it's the PlayStation one was a hell of a lot better than this one. No. So this is the post-video outro. I hope you enjoyed watching that little piece of Sega hardware trivia. If you liked what you've seen, like what you've heard, give me a like. Why not subscribe? Want to share the video? Leave me some comments. Hopefully I've got my Patreon, GoFundMe, Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus page links back up. My hand doesn't work any better, but I'm slightly less freaked out about things, so I should be able to get stuff tied back in there again pretty soon. Hope you enjoyed that, because I'm starting up a Let's Play on one of the games, as well as I'm going to be highlighting many of the many of the games that I have. So, thank you very much. See, hand does that, unless I hold it up like that. Oh well. It works a little bit. Enough to keep me from going crazy anyway. Barely. You take care. See you on the flip side.